Chapter 3, Lesson 2. UPMC, or excuse me, Trinity West. Okay, we're going to be boasting an Otis, a Dover, and a ThyssenKrupp. Who's going to win? Let's find out who will win. Okay? Let's over the chat window here, and here we go. All right. Otis versus Dover versus ThyssenKrupp. All right. So, today, we're at Trinity West. Now, this is Trinity West. Okay. Guys, listen, please. Up there, that's the machine room for the elevators. All the elevators is up there in that little area. That little room up there where my arrow is. The outside. Okay. All right, old versus new. Okay, guys, can we stop, please? So these are the old elevators. And as we can see, they have the original hall indicators on one. And these are the newer elevators right here. And in the mid elevators are the ones from the 80s, late 1980s. The newer ones from the 2000s. Okay? Now you may or may not consider Trinity West a place for an elevator war, right? But however, they do have 3 Otis elevators, 5 ThyssenKrupp elevators, and 5 Dover elevators. So how many elevators would there be altogether? Elevator Thyssen. Elevator Thyssen. There's 3 Otis elevators, 5 ThyssenKrupp elevators, and 5 Dovers.
No, just say that you know one thing.
Right? Okay. All right, so there's 3 Otis elevators, 5 ThyssenKrupp elevators, and 5 Dover elevators. We know 5 plus 5 is 10, and then 10 plus 3 is 13. So there's 13 elevators altogether at Trinity West. All right, let's take a look at the old Otises here. We have the picture of the old Otis car. Old Otis cars on the outside on the 7th floor. There's 2 right there, and then there's one all the way buried back in there. Okay, and the one that's buried back in there reminds me so much of the East elevators at UPMC product door. Honestly, it does. And then there you have cars 1 and 2's panel. And then the one all the way in the back has a smaller panel. And the buttons are so close together, and the buttons here are all spread out. And then you have the Acme indicator inside all 3 of these cars. Now, what's the difference between the panels in car 2 and car 3 than the panel in car 1? Well, the size, for one. And the buttons are close together in car 1. Okay? Car 2 and car 3 don't have the buttons close together. Like, spread out. And car 1 is a food elevator as well, because as you might know, if you went to Trinity West and went to the ground floor and saw a sign on the elevator that said food delivery only on car number 1, then that means that a tray is going up to a patient floor for the patient, right? Okay? All right. Now, would you describe these elevators public or not public? Well, we'll put it this way. I see visitors using them. Staff members use them. Anyone can use them. Okay? We'll just put it that way. All right? Okay? Okay, semi-replacements meaning half replacements. Now, you may have already noticed that there have been a couple of replacements in the old Otis cars. All right? Now, now you probably already saw that the one replacement was the indicator being replaced with an LED indicator, right? Okay, all right. Just because you go to the second floor here at Trinity West and see this call station doesn't mean that you shouldn't check out the elevator, because inside is something else, right? And just because you see that indicator inside the elevator doesn't mean it's going to be modernized, right? Now, what are some replacements that these elevator cars have had besides the indicators inside the cars being replaced? One, the call station on 2 was replaced. 2, the hall engine on 2 was replaced. And the call station indicator on all the other floors was replaced from a rotodial to an Acme indicator, just like the indicators inside the elevator car. Okay? You guys understand? If you understand, then that's great, because now we're moving on to the next thing about these Otis elevators. Okay, take a look at the cabs. Right? We have the cab on the left from June of 2016. And we have the cab on the right from September of 2016. Just because you see the cab, okay, if you were to check out these elevators now and you saw the cab, and you saw the cab as it is now, okay, it doesn't mean the elevator is modernized. You still need to check it out, because there's something, because just because the cab was redone doesn't mean anything, right? Or you see an Acme indicator, an Acme, or just a newer call station doesn't mean anything. You haven't seen the inside yet. The inside has a story. It's not just the outside, right? Okay, so you probably already noticed that difference between those cabs from June of 2016 and September of 2016. Of course, the cabs were redone. Now, who do we think redid the cabs? There we go. We said Snap Cab? No, but you were close. It was Canton Elevator who did it. Okay? All right. All right, so now we leave the Otis. Yes, and make our way to the Dovas. Now, as we are making our way into some of these older, newer parts of this hospital, we're going to run into some unique Dover elevators. Okay? And we're going to get to hear a little story about the main elevators. Okay? And then we're going to learn about the OR elevator. Okay? Now, 2 of these elevators are overhead tractions, and 3 of these elevators are hydraulic. The picture's on the next page, by the way. All 7 of them. Excuse me, all 5. I said 7. Anyways. There they all are. Now, you probably already see a difference between these 3 up here and this one down here. Okay? And you're probably going to say, now, if you were to tell the difference between those cars and the freight car, you could probably say, then you would most likely say, the door on the freight car is blue, and the other ones have a beigey color, okay? Beige is tannish, everyone say. But anyways, the door on the freight car is blue, okay? Not inside, on the outside. We're going to go ahead and, we're probably going to talk about the car number 8 and the elevator back by the emergency room in here. I'm probably going to make a separate live stream. Okay? All right, it'll probably be on lesson 3 or lesson 4, because lesson 3 is going to be over the emergency room tomorrow. And in lesson 4, we'll get into those too. Okay? And we'll discuss their similarities and differences. Right? Not too much of a difference. Okay? Similarities. Okay? Right now. This is something to not laugh about. This is a true story. that actually happened, okay? And you guys need to listen carefully, all right? If it brings you to tears, I don't care. Okay, I just want you to listen. Okay, guys, listen. 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 There's a story I'd like to tell you guys. A hero to remember. Listen, elevator Tisson, please. I'm about to tell you guys a story, okay? Okay? All right. Well, anyways, as Ryan Reedy was staying in the hospital in February of 2013, Ryan gets on an elevator, on one of the visitor elevators. This is this one right here. And is about to push a floor with an IV in the back of his hand. If Ryan's grandma wouldn't have been there, Ryan would not be here right now telling you about Trinity West's elevators. The IV elevator door. And I would not be here right now if that elevator would have took off to another floor. Ryan's grandmother is a hero to him after almost happened on this day. Now, if we take a look at this panel here, this is the elevator where it about happened at, okay? And think of it. Ryan's grandma is a hero to him. Okay? Does everyone understand that? All right? Now, if that elevator would have took off with Ryan's IV in, what do you think would have happened to him? Maybe he would have had a traumatic accident, or maybe he would have died. It would have been better to have a traumatic accident than be dead, or not have any accident at all. Right? Okay? So that's just a true story that actually happened. So don't laugh, because it's not funny. Right? Okay? Alright. Okay, so about the Dover elevators. They were installed in the late 1970s, early 1980s, late 1980s. And still today, they're in pretty good shape, even though the flooring was redone twice in each of these cars. The traction ones and the hydro ones. The freight car didn't have the flooring replaced. It only had the flooring. Well, it did, but it only had the flooring replaced once, which was in 2006. So that's not much of a replacement then. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the sterile stopper here, okay? Now listen. When I say sterile, what do I mean by sterile? Let's see. Let's see here. Elevator. What does sterile mean? Okay, sterile means you have to be very, very clean. Rooms have to be cleaned. Hospitals have to be cleaned. Every healthcare facility has to be cleaned. Why? Because nobody wants to get germs, diseases, or anything. Right? So take a look at the code reader here in the OR car. Now, why does this thing have a code reader on it? Now, listen, I'm going to tell you why it has a code reader on it. For one, it opens up on public floors, on B1, 2, and 3. But, as you know, listen, elevator Tisson, listen. Okay, guys, listen. Guys, don't do that. Please, listen. All right, anyways. It has a rear door. It opens into a public area on G on both sides, front and rear. But what about 1, 2, and 3? Does it open up into a public side on 1, 2, and 3R? No, it does not. Let me tell you what's on 1R.
This I have to make a deal with it.
1R.
Listen, if I delay, I'll give you one because it's snowing. But can she leave in the morning? Because it's too bad out for her to leave. It's freezing out and it's snowing like wild. Look, the whole yard's, and she hasn't stayed for a while. And I'll make you some cookies if you want me to. Let you stay up later. Does that sound good to you? We'll be quiet and I'll keep the door shut. And even if you have a delay, she'll leave way before you have to get ready, before I even get you up. Okay? Talking to Liam.
No.
Is that okay with you?
Do I have school in the morning now?
Well, what I'm saying is they won't have a delay, but Edison probably will. And I'll let you take the delay and go in later. That way you'll miss health and all that. Okay? But she'll leave in the morning because she has to get up home, get her shower, and get ready for work because she has to work. But she'll be gone before you get up. It's better because I don't want her to fall out there. It's slick. And she hasn't stayed for 2 months. It's been a long time.
It hasn't been 2 months.
Yeah, it has been, but it didn't hurt because you're getting to have a delay and you get to stay up late. And I was wanting to know if you wanted me to make you some chocolate chip cookies. You can't hear us back in there. I know you can't.
No, hon.
It's impossible.
What time do I have to be in bed?
Oh, you can stay up late if you want to. I don't care. But you want me to make you some cookies?
That way I can't use the bathroom now, hon.
Oh, yes, you can because we'll shut that door.
What time are you going to
We'll shut the door and you won't be able to hear me.
what time are you going to I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
No, what?
I don't know.
Ryan, I never asked you, but I don't want her falling.
Can you listen.
You can go. I'm telling you, Ryan. Can you hear us back there now?
Well, listen to me. Listen.
What?
I have school in the morning.
Well, that's okay. Delay. I'm gonna let you have a delay. Uh-oh, you gotta
Put it down.
Listen, you want Cheerios? You want some Cheerios
I'd rather
now?
have those cookies tonight.
Okay, you want them cookies? But Ryan, there's no sense that you can't go to the bathroom. You didn't go last night.
I did go last night.
Oh, that's right, you did. But listen,
Or did I?
I don't know if you did, but anyhow.
I went on Monday.
You can go to the bathroom. I'll shut the door.
I went on Monday. I went on Monday.
Yeah.
I went on Monday.
Yeah, but you need to go.
But I went on Monday.
All you have to do is take your phone.
Listen, I went on Monday,
But
hon.
listen to me. Whenever you have to poop,
I don't want to take my phone in.
take it in and just go, I'm done,
Well,
and
can't
I'll
you
come
see you're
in.
disturbing me right now?
What?
Well, can't you see you're disturbing me right now?
Yeah. Well, I just telling you, want me to
Well,
make
it's not
some
nice to disturb me, hon.
cookies for you?
To disturb
You
me.
need, Ryan. You
I
need to
am.
drink
It's
all
not
that
nice to
water.
disturb me, though, hon.
Okay, but you want me to make cookies? That's
Yes.
what I'm asking you.
Yes, that's all I'm telling
I'm
you
gonna
is.
get you new
I know.
water. Yeah. That's a good deal, I think.
Sorry about that, guys. Anyways.
You know what? You can even shut these doors here.
Come shut the door.
These doors.
Come shut the door. Sorry about that. Anyways. On 1, that's the emergency room. On 2, that's the sleep lab. And 3 is the operating room hallway. So we already know that the code reader actually prevents unauthorized entry to the elevator. So if you take a look at the picture here, you see a very important sign for staff members, especially those who are going to free or free R. Look at those signs. If somebody would wear hospital scrub attire outside the hospital, would that be, it would probably make the scrub soiled, right? 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 Okay? So you can't wear it outside in the facility. You got to take them off. Okay? All right. All right. So now ThyssenKrupp enters. Okay. We get into the Heart Center 4100 building, and we start to feel new. We start to feel that we're in a newer part of this hospital. What do you think this part of the hospital will have? Will it be crap? Will it be nice? Let's find out. So if we take a look at picture 15 here, we'll see the heart visitor elevators on the outside. Taking a look at picture 16, we see a picture of the heart visitor service elevators. And picture 17 is a picture of the 4100 elevator on the outside. By now we know that these are ThyssenKrupp, and we also know that if the left elevator was installed in 2005 and the right elevator was installed in 2008, if the service elevators were installed in 2004, and if the pavilion elevator was installed in 2006, there's your ages, right? Okay, now it may not be that age yet. I know there's like what? There's only one that already turned 13, and that's that left heart visitor car. The other ones will be this age of 12, 9, or 11. Where's the 12-year-old elevator? There's a 12-year-old elevator. Where's the 9-year-old elevator? That's a 12-year-old one. This is a 9-year-old one. Well, it's 8.5. It's 8.5. This one's already 12. I forgot. I already had a birthday. It's 27. This one already will be turning 9 in September. It's 8.5 now. Third grade, obviously. In 6th grade. The other one. 7th grade. It's okay though, right? Because they're pretty smart. Anyways, so we probably already noticed that the panel in the right heart visitor elevator means that it was installed in 2008. And we know the panel on the left heart visitor elevator means it was installed in 2005. Now what about the blank floors? What do those blank floors mean? Well, that's what they mean. The blank floors are the representation that more floors are going to be added on in the future. Okay. All right. Future needs. This one would only be able to go to 7. The 8th floor would be private use, right? Okay. Right. That's the same way. That's the same way as Trinity East. Okay. All right. So this is the left heart service car panel. And this is the right service car panel. Now, we look here. Hey, listen, that's enough.
Hey, listen, you should disrespect your grandma. Yeah,
That's enough.
needs to go poop every day. You better
Anyways, that's enough. Anyways, we probably already know that the difference between the left heart service car and the right service car is the car operating panel on the left car means the elevator is unlocked and the other one isn't installed. The other one was installed in 2004, by the way. The other one was modernized in 2004. And here's how I know that these newer, or the old one, added to a mod and then installed. This wing is old because it has old stuff in it. The other wing with the main visitor elevators is newer. Because I can remember when they were building that wing in 2003. Late 2005. Okay, now we're going to talk about something that's really important. Fire safety. Even when you are in a medical facility, you still have to respond to the fire alarm when you hear it. Whether you are a patient or a visitor, when you hear the fire alarm, it means there's a fire drill. At the sound of the alarm, get to the nearest exit that you can. Do not use the elevator, as the elevators are firefighting use only. You never want to get in an elevator because the fire department has to use it. Stairs. You want to get outside. Okay, so let's take a look at the fire alarms. The fire alarms are not right, by the way, in the right place. But these are the fire alarms that they have. At least they got the right fire alarm strobe, right? Let's take a look at the fire alarms. Okay? And that's in the older wing, by the way, the Heart Center. The newer wing in the Heart Center and the remodeling part. That's another newer part of the Heart Center. Fire alarm right here. Okay? Now, here's what's really important. Think before you post. Think before you pull. Right? Don't ever pull a fire alarm because it is at your own risk if you do when there's no fire. It's called falsity. Okay? And by doing this in a healthcare facility, you're putting danger forth to this facility. You are causing patients. You're putting patients in danger by doing this. You're putting staff members in danger by doing this. This is dangerous. Don't ever do this. Okay, this is a real fire. And this is what it can cause. A ban, a kick, a trespass charge. So think before you pull it. I will never do something like that. No, sir, I will not do something like that ever. Okay? All right. Okay, so that's it for Trinity West. So now we're going to go over this really quick, this overview. So what have we learned from this lesson? We learned about Trinity West's elevators and safety, right? And fire safety, right? A little bit about fire safety, right? Fire safety, the fire alarm tips. We learned about there's not so much of a war against the Otis, ThyssenKrupp, and Dover, right? So I don't know if it's helpful for you guys to use these notes and pictures from this lesson here for lesson 3. It's up to you. And then basically the main idea of this lesson is Trinity West is the wars at Trinity West and the safeties of Trinity West. Okay. Now, lesson 3. This is the emergency room at Trinity West. Are we sick, or are we there to see what goes on when you're there? You go there, right? Okay. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and save this. Lesson 3 or lesson 2. Sorry. Okay, that is going to be it for now. Thanks for watching Chapter 3, Lesson 2. And I'll see y'all later.